December 2019 Planetary Transits for Scorpio and Scorpio Rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Scorpio on the ascendant, Eastern Standard Time, New York. We begin December 1st, 2019 with 2 planets in Sagittarius in the second house sector. The Sun at 8 degrees Sagittarius and Jupiter at 29 degrees. In the first house, we have the planet Mercury at 19 degrees of Scorpio and the planet Mars at 7 degrees Scorpio. The third house sector is packed with 3 planets in Capricorn: Venus at 6 degrees Capricorn, Saturn at 18 degrees, and Pluto at 21 degrees Capricorn. The moon is placed at 4 degrees of Aquarius in the fourth house sector. Neptune is at 15 degrees of Pisces in the fifth house, and Uranus at 3 degrees of Taurus in the seventh house, retrograde. Please note, if you know your astrological chart, don't forget to look at the natal condition of the 2 planets involved in transit. For example, if transiting Sun is square transiting Saturn in space on that day, first check to see if the Sun and Saturn form an aspect in your birth chart by conjunction, opposition, square, trine, or sextile. If it does, blend the quality of the transiting aspect with the quality of the natal or birth aspect. This rule should also be applied to planetary transits to natal planets. If transiting Saturn is square your natal moon, first look at the natal condition between the moon and Saturn. Should there be a natal trine between Moon and Saturn, then a problem will arise transiting square, but will be resolved. Natal trine. On December 2nd, the planet Jupiter enters the sign of Capricorn and moves into the third house sector. On December 8th, with the Sun square Neptune between houses 2 and 5, the urge to escape the mundane will be strong. There may be a desire to spend money on a loved one for a romantic candlelit dinner and night out on the town. Deep feelings and emotions will prevail. The planet Mercury enters the sign of Sagittarius on December 9th and moves into the second house sector. December 11th brings a Venus-Saturn conjunction in Capricorn in the third house, an excellent day for catching up on phone calls, paperwork, and all other loose ends. This is a very sober, business-like vibration, and you won't be inclined toward frivolity. On another level, it may be necessary to travel for business purposes on this day. December 12th brings the full moon, 12:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 19 degrees of Gemini in opposition to the Sun at 19 degrees of Sagittarius, spanning houses 8 and 2 and receiving a square from Neptune at 15 degrees of Pisces in the fifth. This full moon sheds light on the differences between personal values and needs versus the values and needs of a partner. The square from Neptune in the fifth could point to disagreements over money spent on recreational pursuits, vacations, and hobbies, or entertainment with loved ones. On December 13th, under Mars trine Neptune, between houses 1 and 5, you can expect the confusion of yesterday to be cleared up if you take the initiative. This is a positive energy under which to smooth over any full moon tensions between you and a loved one. Also on December 13th, the planet Venus will conjunct Pluto in the third house. A good day to do intensive research on a subject that fascinates you, especially one involving mystery. You have the desire and capacity to dig deep now. A heart-to-heart talk with a partner is favored. December 15th brings Jupiter trine Uranus between houses 3 and 7, a lucky vibration that may bring a new, beneficial social connection or potential partner into your life. On December 19th, the square between Mercury and Neptune, spanning houses 2 and 5, could bring deception or a misunderstanding with a loved one. On another level, you may deliberately avoid the facts of a financial situation or a person, preferring your illusions instead. Be aware of possible self-deception. Definitely not a day for gambling. The planet Venus enters Aquarius on December 20th and moves into the 4th house. On December 21st, the Sun enters Capricorn and moves into the 3rd house. Venus square Uranus on December 22nd between houses 4 and 7 could indicate an unexpected upset with a family member or partner. Flexibility in the face of a last-minute change is the key. The Sun trine Uranus on December 24th is a very exciting, high-spirited, and social vibration, which is best utilized in the company of others. Occurring between houses 3 and 7, expect to have a lively time with partners. December 26th brings the new moon at 4 degrees of Capricorn, 12:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the 3rd house sector, activating your day-to-day travel and connections over the month ahead. The new moon energizes whatever it touches, and this month it will conjunct Jupiter at 5 degrees of Capricorn, promising an increase in daily communication and some good news. As it also trines Uranus in the 7th house, it brings the potential for a new and beneficial connection. On December 27th, the Sun will conjunct Jupiter in the 3rd house, a positive day for communicating with relatives, neighbors, and siblings. The expansive nature of Jupiter indicates a busy day happening in your daily world. The planet Mercury enters Capricorn on December 28th and moves into your 3rd house sector. December 30th brings Mercury trine Uranus between houses 3 and 7, favoring meetings with partners and your significant other. This is the day to iron out any difficulties, utilizing new innovative solutions and ideas to long-term issues between you.